We're just 5 days away from the AFC Championship Game. Hi again, everyone, and welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com, and I know you're excited. We're excited here at Cincinnati Bengals Talk. We will be there in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday for the game when it's Bengals, it's Chiefs with a Super Bowl appearance on the line. Couldn't be more excited, and buckle up because we have some great coverage coming to you this week. I'm working on some things, a couple exclusives, some one-on-ones, so stay tuned for that. Plus, Lindsey Patterson hard at work tracking down a guest, and we're going to have so much more as well. So we're big fish hunting, as they say on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about this game, right? Because the Bengals, they've won back-to-back playoff games after not winning a playoff game in 31 years. They've done the impossible 2 weeks in a row, right? They've won playoff games. So you're confident going into this week, and rightfully so. To me, and you're going to hear me hammer this point home a ton, they have to find a way to get to 40 points. 40 points is that magic number if you can get there. Because look, Patrick Mahomes and company, they can score with 13 seconds. They can score, they can full court press you, and yeah, you might have a good defense, you might have a great defense. Your defense might play awesome, and it's still doesn't matter. You know, your offense is going to have to score a bleep ton. And the Bengals did that, specifically in the second half of the Week 17 matchup against the Chiefs. We'll see if they can do it again. But a big reason why the Bengals are playing in Kansas City, a big reason why they've survived and advanced, as they say, in this playoff run and beat the Raiders, and then they beat the Titans, is because of a fifth-round pick by the name of Evan McPherson. And the dude, whether you want to call him Money McPherson, whether you want to call him Money Mac, Shooter, it doesn't matter. The 22-year-old has been money for the Bengals. They drafted him in the fifth round, and he's been their second most important rookie. I think that's really fair to say. He's made 8 for 8 field goal attempts this postseason, has 27 points that he's accounted for. 8 field goals, 3 extra points. And part of that is the Bengals have just struggled to score touchdowns in the red zone, and that has to change this Sunday. But Money McPherson, there's a reason why they're here. And a big reason why they are here is because of him and his ability to be clutch in big-time, clutch, critical situations. And he's done it all season long. He did it week 1. He did it last week against the Titans. And he's done it throughout the year, making big-time field goals in big-time moments. So I asked Darren Simmons, the Bengals special teams coordinator, how rare it is for a guy, a kicker, to be that clutch. And Darren, as always, delivered a great answer.
Well, I can only speak from experience that I've had with the guys that I've been around, and it's been, quite frankly, some of that's been up and down. Some guys handle those things different than others. I think it's part of their mental makeup that would date back, not just probably in their athletic career, but I think it's just socially. How do they handle pressure? How do they handle adversity? And also versus how do they handle success? I mean, because I think that figures into it too, is how do they handle things when things do go well? You know, are they able to compartmentalize that and put it away and just know the most important kick's the next kick? And again, I can speak from experience, but it is very unique. He's certainly the best one I've been around that way, and especially at such a young age. I think that's what's different. Some guys can develop that over time. You know, they develop it with success. I mean, you develop confidence by having success. And fortunately for us, he's been able to be relatively successful this year. He was successful in college. You know, I mean, really, when you look at it statistically, his worst year was his junior year, his last year there, and it was still, good. So it is pretty rare, I think, especially for a young guy like that. But and he'll continue just to get better and better and better. You know, a lot of these guys, not only mentally, he'll get better physically. You know, as his body continues to mature and develop, and he gets stronger. He'll get better and better and better, and he'll be a good one here for a long time.
What a weapon! I mean, it's a weapon. And when they drafted him, that was my logic. It made, to me, I saw the vision, understood it. It was like, look, you have this high-powered offense. You have this quarterback you believe in. What a weapon it is to be able to kick 52-yard field goals with the game on the line. It really was the difference against the Titans. Randy Bullock, the Titans didn't feel confident in him kicking from 50-plus. So they go for it. So they push it. They push the envelope. Meanwhile, flip it. The Bengals, they're fine with 50-plus yard field goals. And that could be an edge in a windy, weird Arrowhead Stadium. It could be an edge, though, whatever kicker plays better. Harrison Butker's a really good kicker. Missed a field goal and an extra point last week, though. So certainly something to watch. The other thing that's been fun, I think, for a lot of Bengals fans is the culture that this locker room has put together. And I love it. I love seeing it. And unfortunately, we're not in the locker room right now due to COVID-19 and the pandemic and everything, just the rules behind it. So reporters can't be in the locker room. And I wish we could be, because it feels like they're so tight. All of these guys. It feels like they're so tight. They're so composed. They believe in each other. And they've kept that belief anytime you've seen them get hit with adversity this year. And that's the rare thing, is usually when especially a young team on offense gets hit with adversity, you see them falter and then it snowballs. Well, the Bengals, every time they got hit with adversity this year, they responded. Let's go back to week 2, a game they should have won. They were playing the Bears in Chicago. They had just beat the Vikings at home. And you're playing the Bears, you should win that game. Well, they didn't. And they laid an egg, and it was a dud until midway through the fourth quarter. And they fought back, but it was a dud. The very next week, they go on the road to Pittsburgh and kick their tail. Bengals start 5-2, drop 2 in a row, including a road game to the Jets that just shouldn't happen. Nick Chubb runs all over them for the Browns, and they go into the bye 5-4. People are doubting them. They respond with back-to-back wins. Then it's back-to-back losses, and the doubt creeps in again, 7-6. Oh, no problem. The Bengals win their next 3, get to 10-6, clinch the division, rest their starters, and now we're here. So the Bengals have responded to adversity extremely well this season, and Darren Simmons has been here since 2003. He's seen the Chad years. He's seen the Carson years. He's seen the Andy Dalton and A.J. Green years. And now he's here for the Joe Burrow, Evan McPherson, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd years, Zach Taylor years. And I really love this answer. He was asked how important a good culture was, a tight-knit culture in the locker room was to success, and how important it is to success. And then he went on to talk about this team, and it's just a really good answer. Here's Darrin Simmons on how important it is to be tight in the locker room.
Well, I think it means a lot. I think this locker room, obviously, having success helps that. It breeds good things when you win. But I do really believe that this is a good, really tight knit locker room. Everybody generally cares about each other. They really do. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but I really believe that. And I've been around, this same locker room for a lot of times. And I know that's always been, I think guys cared about each other, but I don't know it was a tight group. I genuinely believe that everybody is in a good spot here. And there's no agendas in any stretch of the imagination. Everybody just wants to win, and I think the thing that really sets up or really gets that going is the personality of the quarterback. I think it's been stated before, he kind of leads that charge. He's a quiet, unassuming, guy in the locker room. But when he does speak, it carries a lot of weight. It's like a tidal wave of I don't know if you want to call it emotion, but of importance, I guess is probably a better way to put it. He kind of leads that. And he's in constant control of that. But we have a lot of those guys. I mean, we have a lot of the defensive line guys on defense, with Sam Hubbard, DJ Reader. DJ's a guy that certainly came into this locker room. Sam's a guy that was drafted here and came here and's been here. But he's been a leader the whole time he's been here. I think he probably would say the same thing when he was up at Ohio State. It was the same way. And we have a bunch of good quality guys who generally care about each other, and we don't have issues in there. Like there's been issues we've had in the past, and I'm not trying to beat the past up, but I generally do believe that this is it's the best group that I've been around ever in my football time.
They may be underdogs, but they have a chance. There's no doubt about it. They have a chance this week. There's a ton that we're going to discuss. We're going to hear from people, national level. We're going to hear from local media over the next few days here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. So you have to hit that subscribe button. And by the way, you also have to get to Rivertown, Inkery.com, or you can visit their store on Madison Road in Oakley. It's about 10 minutes from downtown Cincinnati. It is a one-stop shop for all of your orange and black gear. Whether you're looking for Jake Lisco and myself, our Bengals Lock shirt, whether you're looking for some Cincinnati Tiger gear, this awesome Bengals glass, You could get it right now. They're open every day, Tuesday through Sunday. So you can go there before the AFC title game if you need to on Sunday. You could stop there any day this week and get some gear ahead of the game. So make sure you do that. Tell Doug and his crew that we sent you. Look, it's an exciting time. I'm excited. I can't wait to get to Kansas City, but in the meantime, we're going to bring you the best coverage. I promise we have a ton coming your way, so hit that subscribe button and buckle up because it's about to be a fun week ahead of Sunday's AFC Championship game between the Bengals and the Chiefs. Until next time, for Andrew Fox Miller, our video editor, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now, right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.